Good day, everyone. Good to have you back to this channel today. Today, we're going to be talking about a few news that dominates the airwaves today, and we're going to be starting with Chelsea preseason tour to the United States. As you can see in the picture here, that is the entire crew, entire team heading out, and in the front you can see the captain, and KDH seems to be bedding into the team. I could see him there with Levi Kohi and all of the players. The new Fofana, good to see Fofana in this team, and I think it's going to be an exciting one for them. One can only hope that there is not going to be some kind of injury, which is going to be sad if there is injury situation. Um, Next to this is seeing the squad itself. The squad is it's basically the goalkeepers or the four goalkeepers that travel with them. One name that is very conspicuous, that conspicuously missing in the goalkeeper there, will be Petrovic. Petrovic is supposed to be traveling with this team, but for some reason he's not traveling with this team. So there was a report somewhere that he's injured, and if he uh, is healthy in time, he might be joining with the rest of the crew out there in the United States. The defenders, as we can see, the new guy, Renato Vega, who is going to play in a left back position slash left center back slash inverted left back. He's going to be slugging it out with players like Levi Coyle, Benoit Badiashile. This defense line, it's looks solid to me. If they're all healthy, this is going to be an interesting competition. Anybody, I see the weak link here because of injury will be Rich James and Ben Chilwell. If for some reason they're injured again this season, I think the club is just gonna give up on them. One name that is conspicuously missing here as well is Trevor Chalobah. For some reason, I think it would probably will have been better for Chelsea to include Trevor Chalobah here, even if they want to sell his services to other club. Some of the club are going to watch him play and see him really play. But I think for some reason, Chelsea just want to balance their book, and they want to frustrate the young man to be open to the idea of having his services sold to other company. In the midfield looks very light to me. The two main foremost midfielders Chelsea has are not in this midfield at all. Talking of Caicedo and Enzo, Enzo Fernandez. But this midfield, from what I'm hearing, if the news are true and they are anything to go by, looks like Leslie Ogochukwu and one other name there, and Andre Santos will be heading out. If the two are heading out, I don't see any sense in moving Gallagher out this season. Whatever happened, I just think that Chelsea should be retaining the services of Gallagher, sign him to a new contract, and incorporate him into this team. Those are players that are gonna really put in the shift when the going gets really tough. Another thing in the news today is Chelsea shopping around for a goalkeeper. In my last video, we looked at extensively at different options, different reports out that Kepa Arrizabalaga will be heading back out to Real Madrid, willing to be a backup goalkeeper to Thibaut Courtois. And another developing story there was the fact that Petrovic wasn't seen as a goalkeeper that can really make use of his feet very well. Um, with the way the new manager wants to play, and that has been the reason why Chelsea is looking for a new goalkeeper. This goalkeeper is one on the list for Chelsea. There are other names that I mentioned. It, the reports has it out there that Mason Booker, in my opinion, I think the Chelsea should just sign Mason Booker. He's been around. His adjustment period is going to be so short if they have someone like him. Um, Despite all that, Robert Sanchez uh, is still the number one goalkeeper for Chelsea this season, and that we get a lot of Chelsea fans very nervous because this player has a lot of mistake in him, and maybe he's going to dramatically improve the season. Another news making around today is the matter of Trevor Chalobah that I briefly mentioned when we are looking at the list of players that jetted out yesterday to today actually to the United States. This player is underrated. He's an underrated defender. He started out as a CDM, and players who could play as a CDM, you throw them into center back, they have those ability to read the game better. They have those ability to play with the ball, and I just felt like Chelsea should probably. There are so many moves that we made that are unnecessary, that puts a lot of pressure on this gentleman. But it's football. There's always an opportunity out there for him to find a club that will require services, and I know whatever club snatch him up, they will be signing a very good player. This was his picture when he was much more younger. That's his brother behind him. They both play for Chelsea, and they are both Chelsea people. Very good, humble family. Wonderful family to have played for the club. This is the new player that Chelsea just signed today. Is a left back. The story, the report is that he's going to be going out there to Strasbourg. He's going to be, he's a left back. Looks good playing in the MLS. Um, we still need the jury still out. How he's really gonna be able to settle down into European football. But starting from Strasbourg would be a very good one. And if it turns out that he kills it out there, who knows? Chelsea are looking to move into all their left back players, so the future is really good for him. Another thing making news today is the story of Jadon Sancho. There is this link with PSG about him. As we all know, Mbappe is now with Real Madrid, and PSG is looking to sign a player that can play in that left wide area of the pitch. They're also looking at Osimhen, and PSG seems to be very busy this season. Time will tell what deal they will be able to get over the line and which one they will not be able to get over the line. So Liam Rosner is edging closer to becoming the Strasbourg new head coach. This gentleman is, as I mentioned in my video, the last video, that it seems to be the one that Blue Coal is going to be signing to continue with the project at Strasbourg. So a lot of people are really backing him to take over the reign there. The club wants to align the way they play so that when player moves in between the clubs, the systems are essentially the same system. Well, this Real Madrid lineup next season is going to be an envy, or a whole lot of opposition fans are going to be looking at these, and especially in the La Liga, you could as well just give the La Liga title to Real Madrid. But the beautiful thing is that it's not always so in football. They may have all the stars. It depends on how everything works together in the field to get the result. But this is a good team on a paper. Oh, Billy Gilmore. Billy Gilmore. This is a player from Chelsea that moved to Brighton. Brighton is looking to flip him and make some money on him. I just hope that Chelsea has a sell-on clause inserted into his contract so that they could also cut a little. But from what you can see on the screen there, Brighton have rejected an £8 million bid for Billy Gilmore. I think Serie A will suit Billy Gilmore. Is good tactically. He will have a lot of time on the board to be able to pick his passes. He's a very good player, and I wish him all the best going to Napoli. Another guy in the news recently is Mason Mount. This gentleman, since the moment he walked away from Chelsea, um, whatever transpired, we do not know who is at fault, but we're not apportioning faults to anybody here. But for all it worth, the decision to walk away from Chelsea was just not a very good decision. It hasn't worked ever since. Injury has also not helped, and with the way the team is going right now, the dynamic in the Manchester United team, the recruitment, I don't see how. I just don't see how Mason Mount can find his way back into this team. What is in the news today is that some traditional mid-table EPL team are looking for his services. If I'm advising him, I will encourage him to look at clubs overseas that are playing in the Champions League, and that is where he started his career. Actually, he went on loan from Chelsea to, I cannot remember the club he went to in Holland, and that's where he kick-started everything. And then from there he moved to Derby County when Lamp was his name when Frank Lampard was the manager at Derby County, and from there things kick on for him. He could do that again, go back to overseas, and then restart his career from there. Another thing in the news today, wow, we have Cesc Fabregas getting appointed to be the head coach of Como 1907. This is good. I'm going to be watching. I'm going to be watching Cesc Fabregas this season. I just hope that he makes a very, very, very good manager. Another trivia news today. I don't know if some of us remember a couple of months ago when Obi Mikel advised Modric and say, "Hey, cut the hair and just stay focused. Focus on the game. Cut all these other things." It will look like Modric has kept to that advice, because in this picture, Modric looks another haircut. The ponytail is gone. Looks like he just want to really bunker down and nail his spot down. I think that will work for all the parties. Mikel is going to be satisfied. Chelsea is going to be satisfied, especially if Modric is bagging in the goals and is performing very well, and Modric is going to be happy. I hope it all works out for everybody. And the one more thing we're going to be talking about today in this video will be this gentleman, Omari Kellyman. He's going to be missing. He's obviously missing Chelsea's preseason tour to the United States, and because he's still carrying an injury, and that, according to this report, this injury was what he's had since he was at Aston Villa. So he's expected to be back soon, and the idea is for him to stay back at Coburn so that he could recover very well. These are some of the news today, mostly for Chelsea and other trivias and other news in the media. If you enjoy this content, um, if you really enjoy and you want to, you can click on the like button, you can subscribe and turn on the notification, and please share with your friends so that you help us grow this channel together. Until next time, when we bring you some of the happenings around the sports. Ciao.